Greetings, my friends, and welcome to another edition of Super Chat Square Ups. Yes, sometimes we have to end a live stream before we have gotten to all of the Super Chats, but as any follower of mine knows, we leave no Super Chats behind. And therefore, I have returned with this Super Chat Square Up to address some Super Chats that were left over from the Inquisition, and then also some that were left over from my 70,000 subscriber live stream yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and clump, lump, group all of these together and address them in this Super Chat Square Up. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? And thank you all for all of your generosity. Every bit of your donations keeps us going. So our triumph of 70,000 subscribers, now 71,000 and counting, is really your triumph, and I thank you so much for it. So now we will resume where we left off. Hello Laifu with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Hello Laifu says, I'd give more, but that Xi Jinping guy keeps messing with my bitcoins. What did I ever do? Also, since when did you start singing, my lord? Hello, Laifu. I've been singing for a long time. I've been singing all of my life. I love to sing. And really, on Friday Night Frolics, I just decided that I was going to turn that live stream out of being a traditional live stream and into being more of a kind of variety show. You know, we have special guests, we have songs, we have skits and interviews and other assorted bits of nonsense and skits, and it's just going to keep growing. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, please come and watch Friday Night Frolics. We have a party every Friday, usually about 6:30 or 7 o'clock p.m. Central. And if you don't like singing and that kind of thing, stay away because you won't enjoy it. Thank you. Hello, Laifu. Chris Provoto with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Chris. He says, Hail Doomy and Nerd, supporting you too. By the way, have you seen Major Grin's YouTube difference between Next Generation and Star Trek Discovery? Found it and laughed with STD anger. Thank you and stay angry. Chris, I have not seen that yet. I've heard about it. And, Major Grin is a good man. And I guess I need to check that out. Thank you for the reminder and the tip. There's just no way that I can watch all of the things I'm supposed to watch. I get, I'm just overwhelmed every single day. But I think that may be worth a look. Thank you, Chris Provoto. I will check it out, and thank you for that super chat. Mr. Body Massage Machine. Wow, Mr. Body Massage Machine. Is that like Mr. Clean's cousin? With a €5 super chat. Hail, Mr. Body Massage Machine, and thank you, my friend. He says, Batwoman needs those original effects. Bonk! Kapow! I agree. I think that would only enhance the Batwoman experience, which is, well, let's be honest, fairly anemic these days, isn't it? Isn't it fairly anemic? It's just a sad, sad commentary, not on just the CW, but on entertainment itself. I mean, this stuff is so by the rote and boring that I've just stopped reviewing it, and so has Gary. That's what we think of Batwoman. You know, it's dumb as dirt, but generally harmless, not even as horribly woke as we feared it was going to be. So, I mean, good for that, but it's no worse than any of the other CW shows that we don't review, so, yeah, we're going to stop reviewing them. Thank you, Mr. Body Massage Machine. The Casual Gamer with a $2 Canadian super chat. Thank you, Casual Gamer, who says, here's another $2 because I'm a toxic male. Well, we toxic males have to bond together, don't we? People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a real toxic male who supports me to the end. Thank you, the Casual Gamer. Yay! Hail to a fellow toxic male. Henry with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Henry. Says, both of you are my TV and movie psychiatrists. Hail. Perhaps I should start referring to myself as Dr. Doomcock when I am on psychiatric duty. And he should be Dr. Beekler. Dr. Inquisitor Beekler, Dr. Inquisitor Doomcock. I like the sound of that. I don't mind adding another title to my name. Being a megalomaniacal supervillain, why not? Thank you so much, Henry, for that. Mark C. with a $5 super chat. Hail to Mark C., who says, I wish Lindelof had adapted Frank Miller's Martha Washington story, Give Me Liberty. It would serve the same story function, but way more subtle. Yes, absolutely, Mark C. And then it would also be faithful to Frank Miller's source material. Why do they feel the urge to twist and break, bend, fold, spindle, and mutilate every goddamn towering pinnacle of achievement of our civilization? They want to destroy our civilization because they hate us, they hate freedom, I assume, and they hate Western culture. I think the word for that is traitor. But, give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they are just incompetent hacks. Thank you, Mark C., for that drop of sense in a sea of bullshit. Nicholas Horton with a £2 super chat. Hail, Nicholas Horton, who says, Lost in Space Season 2 drops December 24th. Review? Well, Nicholas Horton, that means I would have to watch Lost in Space Season 1, and I tried, and it was so awful that I could barely stand to do it. I stopped after, I think, the 25 minutes into the first episode, and then Harvey picked it up, and then I think Harvey did a review for the second episode, and then we both kind of lost interest. It was pretty awful. I don't know. Is there a lot of hue and cry for Lost in Space review? If so, then I guess we will tackle it. But I need evidence. I need you guys contacting me or something and asking me to do it, because I need to know that it would be worth the pain of the pain of watching that crap, before I delve into it. Thank you, Nicholas Horton, my friend. Orville Nation with a $2 super chat. Hail, Orville Nation, who says, don't know how you guys will make it through Batwoman season. Well, we didn't, Orville Nation. You are quite correct. We had to drop it. There's so many better uses of our time, and it's on Sunday night, and I just don't care at this point. I mean, it's just so bad. It's so lame. I don't know what to do about it. I just don't think there's a whole lot of interest for it at this point. But if it picks up, then I'll pick up some reviews. But, we're so busy that, when something is just kind of mediocre and crappy, it's just kind of time to cut it loose and stop wasting our time. But we'll see, Orville Nation. We'll see. Thank you for that super chat, my friend. Chris Stanley with a $5 super chat. Hail, Chris says, Dark Fate is what happens when agenda goes wrong. Yeah. Basically, people are sick and tired of movies that are undermining our expectations and foisting this woke bullshit on us, subverting our culture. It is our cultural appropriation. It really is. A cultural appropriation is not just dressing up in a stupid poncho or a damn, Indian princess outfit. That's not culture. That's the merest trappings of culture. What cultural appropriations is literally taking the myths of another culture and reworking them to exclude that culture, replacing that culture, undermining that culture. That is cultural appropriation, you lame bitches. It's just incredible. Thank you, Chris Stanley, for that. You're absolutely correct. Bionic Belly Button with a $5 super chat. Hail, Bionic Belly Button, who says, thank you, Doomcock and Gary, for watching these shows so we don't have to. Hail, chat, you guys are the best. Words to live by from the Bionic Belly Button herself. Thank you, Bionic Belly Button. I appreciate your support. As always, you, my dear, are awesome. Gaia Ray with a $10 Canadian super chat. Hail, Gaia Ray! Thank you. Who says, my lord, I must ask, is Doomcock a family name? Is there like a Mama Doomcock and Daddy Doomcock out there, or was that something that came about before the whole Ruler of Earth thing? Well, Gaia Ray, if you Google Midnight's Edge and Doomcock, you will find all the information you need about my background. My background is in that video, was an interview with Tom and Rob on Midnight's Edge, and it should answer all of your questions. My original family name was Doomhan, which is basically like a doom rooster in German, and then it got anglicized to Doomcock as I traveled through time from the 1800s and entered your century on May 25th, 1977. Thank you, Gaia Ray. North American Hamrammer with a $2 super chat. Hail, North American Hamrammer, who says target terminated. Initiate Skynet coding. Drapes. Yes. You're referring, of course, North American Hamrammer, to Carl, who is the Terminator in Herminator 6, Dork Woke Fate. Dork Fate, Woke Fate, what have you. And he spends all those decades in a platonic relationship with married to a woman, picking out drapes and doing housework. So yeah, so they basically feminized Arnold Schwarzenegger even in this damn Herminator sex. So yeah, its dark fate is that it bombs at the box office, and I laugh my ass off at their pain. Well deserved failure. Real Dr. Venkman with a $4.99 super chat. Hail to the real Dr. Venkman, who says, I'm currently enjoying Batwoman and loved Dark Fate. Hope your weekend went well. Any Halloween plans? Well, my Halloween plans, real Dr. Venkman, were due to do 2 Halloween live streams, and I did. And they are currently posted at youtube.com/The Harvey Zone. It's very important to subscribe to The Harvey Zone because that is where live streams go after they are done. So check that out, The Real Dr. Venkman. And my weekend went fine. I recently, I got sick basically Halloween evening, and since then I've been struggling with a cough and a sore throat and just feeling generally malaised. But I'm delighted to be here doing this Super Chat Square Up for you guys today. Thank you, the real Dr. Venkman. Great Loner with a $5 Super Chat. Hail, Great Loner, who says, Doomsday Clock is a better sequel to Watchmen. Let that sink in. Yeah, I've heard about this Doomsday Clock. I've not seen even an episode of it. Read an issue of it. And I refused to look at the Watchmen Returns, or whatever they called the damn Watchmen sequel that they pushed on the public years ago. I simply cannot abide that. I cannot support it. I will not support it. I'm a fan of Alan Moore's, you see. And as far as I'm concerned, Alan Moore, his wishes should be obeyed as a creator, and there should have been no sequels. So, it would have to be bloody brilliant for me to change that stance. And Wokeman is far from brilliant. So I will take your word for it, Great Loner. Doomsday Clock is a better sequel to Watchmen. Gotcha. I believe you 100%. John Smith with a $2 super chat. Hail, John Smith, who says Dawn of Martha sucked. Well, I haven't seen Dawn of Martha, but I will take your word for it. I don't know if that's like a Batwoman reference or something else, John Smith, but I trust you, brother, and I thank you for that $2 super chat. I don't know what to say to that except, hail, John Smith, and thank you for your support, my friend. 200 Watt Studio with a $5 super chat. Hail, 200 Watt Studio. Says, so Sarah Connor did not have the son that would save the world from Skynet. They sent multiple T-800s to kill him. Lame. Gary, get my Expanse email. I am not sure. Gary runs behind on his emails as I do, 200 Watt Studio, but I imagine he got it. Although whether he has read it yet, I can't say. I'm sorry. I wish he was here, but I will ask him when I see him. Thank you, 200 Watt Studio, and you're quite correct. Yeah, Sarah Connor did not have the son that would save the world from Skynet, or did save the world from Skynet. Then Legion surfaced, and for some reason, then went and killed him and sent Terminators to, I don't know. I haven't seen the damn thing, but I'm going to see it, and I guess I'm going to review it. God help me. Pray for Doomcock. Thank you, 200 Watt Studio. The Casual Gamer with a $4 Canadian Super Chat. Hail the Casual Gamer. Says, can you please do a 2 to 5 minute monologue as Boomhauer? Well, I'd need a topic, you know, to address. But it's going to be like, well, let me see if I can do something, man. I'll try something here real quick for you. I'll tell you one minute, dang old Terminator and Terminator 6 and other Terminators. So they got all these women, man, and going to Terminator coming on back and dang old Legion. He goes, ooh, you're going to get that John Connor, man. And boom, 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 John Connor's dead. And so Terminator goes off there and starts picking up drapes, man, living with some guy. I don't dang old woman. He ain't going to go, walk at them, banging on her and nothing. They just go, pick up drapes and help her raise her kids and stuff like that. We wouldn't say I get these either get beat up or something and go and kill somebody, and then I'm going to take care of that. I don't know. I want to go on Bill going there, and I like that one. That there Mayor's pretty. No, I like that one Terminator pretty. Old Bill, he's a lonely man. Dang Bill, he just we don't want that. We're going to get there. Well, maybe I have a chance with that dang old Terminator's like, man, you can't even get looking with toaster, man. Buy on the Target, going in the Target, get no dang old toaster, man. Pay for that toaster. You own that toaster and toaster thing. I'm not in the mood, man. I got a headache. And it's like, oh, dang, man, can't even get a leaving toaster. But poor old Bill, man, I tell you what, they better stay away from them Terminator, man. We chew them up to spit them out, man. Whew. Well, that's a pass at it. Thank you, the Casual Gamer. I hope you enjoyed Boomhauer. Ian Slater with a $5 super chat. Hail Ian Slater, who says, I want to write an Alice in Wonderland story now, since it's in our fandom, and retcon, subvert, and reboot it to show Holly weird. Turnabout is fair play. We should do that to all of their goddamn properties that they have subverted. We should subvert the subversions and shove it right up their collective asses. I think that's a great idea. What's good for the goose is good for the gooser. Those bastards have it coming. Hail Ian Slater, and thank you, my friend. Very, very much appreciate you. Hail and gracias. Rosenthal, your friendly arms dealer, with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Rosenthal, who says, I'd say that these newer movies are designed to kill thought. Predictable, linear, no morals or lessons, leaving no room to wonder, nothing to take away. Well, I think that's absolutely true. I think that's well said, and I think that is more or less on the spot. Yeah. I really think that they are trying to degrade the public intelligence with movies that make no sense, have full of plot holes, have no narrative integrity or integrity indeed of any kind, no fidelity to what came before. They want to destroy everything that came before because what came before is better and they are incapable of equaling it. So they need to lower the bar, and what better way to lower the bar than to dumb down the audience, buy up all the old properties, and then remove them from the public's eyes, right? I think that's what they're doing, Rosenthal, your friendly arms dealer. I think that's what they're doing. Nothing to take away, no room to wonder, no morals or lessons, predictable and linear. Well, thank God we've got some movies that break that mold, including The Joker, which was really a thought-provoking and astonishing film that really went against the grain and might be helping to turn the tide, seeing as how Terminator 6 Woke Fate is making $29 million domestically, and Joker is getting close to $1 billion. I'd say that that's a lesson even Hollywood might want to think about. 200 Watt Studio with a $5 super chat. Hail 200 Watt Studio, it says, Ray, how did the Death Star survive the explosion and end up on this planet? Maz, another story for another time. Exactly, 200 Watt Studio. Exactly. Well said, my friend. Jesus, God, they are so pathetic. Yeah, that's the Lost model, right? Another story, another time, right? Lost, you bastards. Thank you, 200 Watt Studio. Ian Slater with a $2 super chat. Hail Ian says, speaking of cop dramas, I miss Hill Street Blues. Yep, that was a great show. And speaking of cop dramas or dramas that are like cop dramas, Ian Slater, I just learned out today that they are rebooting The Equalizer. And you know who they're casting as the Equalizer? Queen Latifah. Yeah, Queen Latifah. Isn't that wonderful? So we're going ahead and taking a show about a white male Brit and recasting it with a black female American. Pretty much the same thing, isn't it? Not. Thank you, Ian Slater. Orville Nation with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Orville Nation, who says, Murder, She Woke. ROFL. Yes, I made that joke earlier on. We were talking about, a woke murder mystery, and I said, Murder, She Woke. I thought that was pretty funny. And apparently, Orville Nation agreed with me. Thank you very much, Orville Nation. I appreciate that callback. Dave Dahl with a $1.99 super chat. Hail Dave Dahl, who says, tonight Batwoman was less painful than Wokeman. Yeah, it was. That's pretty much why we stopped reviewing it, because Wokeman is the thing that is remaining infuriating and worthy of a good solid rogering in its most sensitive areas. And that is our purpose on the Inquisition. And we're delighted to be able to provide that service. Thank you, Dave Dahl. Spitfire Mark 1A with a £10 super chat. Hail Spitfire Mark 1A, who says, greetings from the UK. Saw Dark Fate with my son, 17, and even he can see the agenda in this and new sci-fi. For me, this stuff can never, ever compare to the genius of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, or Raiders. Well, sir, that's because you have taste. That's because you are educated. That is because you have a sense of aesthetics and you know shit from Shinola. Congratulations, Spitfire Mark 1A, and congratulations on conveying this critical survival skill to your 17-year-old son. You have done right by him, and you're doing right by your civilization in putting such a fine young man into our uncertain future. I hope he will pick up the torch and carry it and fight alongside with us in the fandom menace. Spitfire Mark 1A, I applaud and salute you, sir. Well done, my friend. Well done. Robert with a $2 super chat. Hail Robert, who says, awesome commentary from the author of Eon Legacy. Oh, so you wrote that, sir? Well, now I absolutely must read this. Thank you so much for being here, Robert. And I'm sending a shout out for Eon Legacy. You guys should check it out. The author was here, obviously a cool and enlightened person with excellent taste. I have no reason to believe his writing would be any less. So check out Eon Legacy by Robert. And thank you, sir, for being here. And let's see, finally, we come to JJ Killer XX with a $5 super chat. JJ Killer XX, hail to you, sir, and thank you so much for, your name. I wonder what JJ you might be talking about. Allegedly, and symbolically only, of course. We do not condone violence in any way. And JJ Killer XX says, hail Doomcock and Nerdrotic. I am a new subscriber to both your channels through our shared anger of woke media. Thank you for what you two do. Thank you, JJ Killer XX, for your support. It is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you, JJ Killer XX. So, that brings us to the end of the Inquisition Square Up Super Chats. Now we need to go ahead and turn our attention to the Super Chats that I had left over from this past Sunday's impromptu celebration of my 70,000 subscribers. So, without further ado, here we go. And so without further ado, here are the Super Chat square-ups for my 70,000 subscriber celebration this past Sunday. To start off with, we have Heiress of Chaos, one of my Legionnaires, with a $10 Super Chat. Thank you, Heiress of Chaos, who says, "Congratulations on 71,000, my liege. I have stated this before, but I think it is certainly worth repeating. You deserve all of happiness and success in the world. Thank you for everything." You are so kind, Heiress of Chaos, and I thank you humbly and sincerely for that. I really appreciate that. That's kind of something that I need to hear from time to time, because supervillains tend to be hard on themselves, and so hearing it from other people, if I hear it enough, at some point, I may actually believe it. Thank you very much for the Super Chat and for your support and your friendship, Heiress. R.N. Feliciano with a $1.99 Super Chat. Thank you, R.N. Feliciano, who says, "Hail and Mazel Tov on 71K. You will succeed." Thank you, R.N. Feliciano. I already have succeeded. I am very blessed to have hit this level of astonishing success, and I could not be happier. I mean, you know, even if it stopped, I would just, if it held here, I would be happy. I, of course, want to try and drive it higher, but I feel that I have already succeeded. But that said, is it possible that I could make 100,000 subscribers by Christmas? That would be amazing. By New Year's Day. I don't know if that's possible, but it would be awesome if it happened. Thank you very much, R.N. Feliciano, for your support and for your kindness, sir. DK Samaritan with a $5 New Zealand Super Chat here. Thank you, DK Samaritan. He says, "Pizza arrived. Now I can settle in on the stream." Outstanding, my friend. I appreciate that. I hope it was a good pizza. I sure do enjoy a good pizza and a little bit of beer, a little bit of football. It's kind of an ideal Sunday for me. But with all the work I do on Sundays now with the Inquisition, which is absolutely a joy, by the way, absolutely a joy, I don't get much time for that. I need to make some time for that. I need pizza and beer, damn it. Is that so much to ask for the future ruler of Earth? I don't think so. Thank you, DK Samaritan. Now I know they have pizza in New Zealand.
What kind of crap is that? That's stupid. What, is like New Zealand in the Stone Age or something? They don't have fucking pizza? You're an idiot, dude.
Well, it was just a joke, but thanks for calling me an idiot.
You're welcome anytime, dude.
I know. I can always rely on you for that.
You're an idiot. How's that? I'm going to train a parrot to say it, too, just in case I want to take a day off.
Thanks, Harv. You're a real pal.
I know.
The Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, with a $10 Super Chat. Hail to the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, who says, "Congrats on 70,000 subscribers. After working on my own pot shots at local politicians, I so enjoy being able to relax and listen to you rip into the poop heads in pop culture. Hail Doomcock, hail the Inquisition, hail to the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California." You go ahead and slam those local politicians, my friend. Keep them flying. The flags of discontent. That is very, very important and worthy and noble, and I thank you for doing it. Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, and I appreciate very much that very, very generous Super Chat. Thank you so much. Hail and congrats to Silent Poet 75 with a $2 Super Chat. Hail, Silent Poet 75, who says hail and congrats. To which I reply, thank you, Silent Poet 75. That is very generous of you, sir. Always good to see you here in my chats. Joseph Bienowitz with a $9.99 Super Chat, which if you flip it, is 666, which makes me feel very evil. But that said, thank Thanks, Joseph Bienowitz. And he says, Hail, my lord, congrats. It is I, Nomad, Lord of Fear, your legionnaire. Hail to Nomad, Lord of Fear. He is one of my new legionnaires. He is one of my supporters at patreon.com/doomcock. And I thank you, Joseph Bienowitz, so very, very much for your support. I appreciate it very, very, very much, my friend. And I hope that we will have another get-together at the Center of the Earth very soon at our Discord. Hope to see you there, my friend. Stephanie Littlepage with a $2 super chat who says, we love you. I love you too, Stephanie. I love you, Bob. And I hope that things are going better for you. Please, folks, subscribe to Captain Robert April. He is a good guy. He's an original Trekker. And he's got a YouTube channel. Go subscribe to him. And Google his GoFundMe, too, by the way. I'm sure that you can find a link to it on his channel. And, yeah, send him some money. You know, he lost everything in this wreck, and he's banged up bad, and they lost their cat, and it's just a heartbreaking situation, and anything you guys could do would be very, very much appreciated. Cardinal Sin with a $10 super chat, my legionnaire and Minister of Infinite Affairs, says, Hail! Apologies, my liege, I was driving and couldn't log in properly to the party. When you next check your Surface P.O. box, you will find a care package from me. Here's to 100,000 subs and beyond. Thank you so much, Cardinal Sin. Thank you for the super chat. Very generous of you, and for the care package. I see that you also received your care package, although you said you were trying to decipher my writing, my message on the back, which I interpreted as a shot against my handwriting. But, you know, probably a deserved shot, you know. I should have been a doctor, as bad as my handwriting is. It's hasty, and it's slipshod, and it's sometimes nigh unto indecipherable. However, I will be glad to decode it for you if you send me a picture. Hail, Cardinal Sin, and thank you, brother. Knight James II with a $5 super chat. Hail to the Knight James II, who says, My liege, I am working on a sci-fi fantasy novel series. Wouldst thou bless me with thine wisdom for an aspiring storyteller? Make sure that you are succinct in your writing. Make sure that you get to the point. Make sure that you don't use the same word like 3 times in a sentence, unless it is for some kind of repetitive purpose. Look very carefully at your writing. Until you reach an extremely high level of competence after years and years and years of self-abuse, always look on your own writing with suspicion after you write it that you may detect problems with it. Look at it like a skeptical and annoyed editor would look at it. You've got to be your biggest fan and then your biggest critic all in one person if you wish to advance. Otherwise, show it to people you trust who will really give you a candid opinion and listen to them. That would be my suggestion. Knight James II, thank you, sir, for your support, and good luck on your novels. Joseph Bienowitz with a $1.99 super chat says, Walmart, $5 bin. That's generally the fate for most of the current pop culture being produced today, Joseph Bienowitz. Or, should I say, instead, Nomad, Lord of Fear. Hail, brother, and yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Walmart, $5 bin. Get used to it, Hollywood. That's going to be your new home in the foreseeable future. Tueld Ambassador with a $2 Canadian super chat. Hail, my friend. He says, Lord Doomcock, thank you for the rules of canon. You are very, very welcome, Tueld Ambassador. You are very, very welcome for that, my friend. I appreciate you, and I am delighted that you are here, finding us, finding my channel, supporting the Fandom Menace. Thank you for your donation, and thank you for watching my Rules of Canon. Spread the word. Let's bring these people to heel. These violators of canon, these destroyers of our myths and our pop cultures. A pox on all their houses. Loquacious Primate with a $5 super chat. Hail, Loquacious One, who says, apparently the new attraction at Disney parks are walls. They put up colored walls for people to take Instagram pics instead of investing in rides. Probably wise, since their rides are bombing, since they can't get the things running, since they can't keep them from allegedly, from what I've heard from insiders in the park, setting on fire in their internal machinery. It looks like a real shit show at Disney these days. So, how hard can it be putting up colored walls? It's probably a wise decision, since they really kind of forgotten how to do theme parks the correct way at Disney. Thank you, O Legionnaire Loquacious Primate, and hail to thee, sir. Always good to see you, brother. Always glad to have you here in the chats. Jack Random with a $5 super chat. Hail Jack Random, who says, if Rey is a Palpatine and Skywalker line dies and she takes the Skywalker name, this was the Palpatine saga all along. Palpatines equal chosen ones. Congrats on 70K. You are absolutely 110,000% correct. Yes, if Rey is Palpatine and she takes the Skywalker name, that means Palpatine is Skywalker and was the hero of the whole thing. And what was the point of the whole thing? Palpatine won after all. Really, when his genetic heir is the last Jedi standing, I'd say that's a triumph for the dark side. Wouldn't you? I think you would. Hail Jack Random. Your thoughts are anything but random. They are spot on, like a heat-seeking missile of truth. Thank you, Jack Random. Sky Trooper 501st with a $5 super chat says, thank you. Congratulations, 70K. Hail Doomcock. Jar Jar Binks versus Rey. Who will win? LOL. Well, thank you, Sky Trooper 501st, for the $5 super chat. And of course, it would be Rey, because the Rey is the bestest ever. And Rey wins every single time. Every single time. Java Bean. Hail Java Bean with a $2.99 Australian super chat. Java Bean, thank you, my friend. Says, Hail, what is your classic favorite Doctor Who story? I would have to think about that. I'm rewatching all of them now. I got a subscription to BritBox, and I'm in the process of watching all of them right now again. So I really wouldn't want to say that at this time, Java Bean. I would much rather I'd rather complete my review of every single Doctor Who made before I go ahead and attempt to make like a top 10 list or anything along those lines. I think that would be very important for me. I would say at this juncture, from the ones that I've watched in the first season, or it may have even been in the second season, but basically my favorite one is the Dalek invasion of Earth. Seeing Daleks running around the abandoned streets of London is an astonishing and chilling sight that I will never forget. So just at that point, up till now, what I've recently seen, I mean, I've seen a lot of the Tom Baker ones, and the Talons of Wang Chiang probably would be my candidate for now. But I like I said, I want to go through all of them, and right now, I'm getting through the Hartnell years, and I'd have to say the Dalek invasion of Earth is absolutely spectacular in my view. Thank you, Java Bean. DK Samaritan with a $2 New Zealand super chat says, "Goofy impression, Doomcock, please." Well, thank you for the $2 New Zealand super chat. And I would say, I told Bob to go ahead and make Rey the bestest Jedi ever. Wonder how it worked out for him.
Oh, it screwed the whole pooch. It screwed the pooch, Goofy. Oh, it fucked it up real good.
Oops. Oh, my bad, Mick.
Oh, you dumb shit. You screwed it all up.
So there you go, DK Samaritan. Brett Baratheon with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Brett, who says, my liege, where is Gary? He needs to be here. Congrats. Gary popped in. Gary popped in and was very generous and left a $70 super chat, which was absolutely an incredibly kind thing for him to do. After he had done his live stream, he popped over and just popped in and wanted to wish me, congratulations and success. He's a great guy, and it's my honor to work with him and support him. He's just a class act through and through. Thank you, Brett Baratheon. Darkstar 57 with a $4.99 super chat. My Legionnaire Darkstar 57, thank you, sir. He says, surprise ending for Roos of Soywoker. Jar Jar Binks comes back and kills everyone. Walks away and mumbles, "You saw screwed. Me saw screw you real good." I think that's an honestly wonderful, wonderful idea, Darkstar 57. And if they did that, I would be a fan again. I would absolutely adore that. I would be thrilled with that. So if that happens, I will shout it from the highest mountaintop. I will just go up there to the mountain and shout down to the villages, yes, Star Wars is saved. But you know what? I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Thank you, Darkstar 57. Basil, the Pumpin' Seagull, with a $5 Canadian super chat. Thank you, Basil. Says, my liege, this seagull is usually white, but Basil turned red from all the anabolic beats he is fed on a daily basis. Wow. He is a red Pumpin' Seagull. Damn. He is a formidable sight. If Basil, the Pumpin' Seagull, wants to steal your chips, you'd better let him, or he will kick sand in your face, punch you in the gut, and then steal your chips. Take the least path of resistance. Hail to Basil, the Pumpin' Seagull. The Pyromite with a €5 super chat. Thank you, Pyromite, who says, my liege, will we be having an 80K celebration next Sunday? I greatly doubt it. I greatly doubt it. I don't think that it's going to happen that quick, but anything is possible. We will have to see. But Pyromite, I salute you, my friend. Thank you for being here today. You were very generous and kind, and we'll see. We'll see. If it's an 80,000 subscribers by then, I will certainly have a celebration of some kind, without a doubt. Thank you, Pyromite. Chris Persia with a $5 Canadian super chat. Hail, Chris Persia, who says, congratulations on 71,000 subscribers, here to a Legion 10 divisions strong by year's end. Chris Persia, one of my Legionnaires, sometimes a mod on my channel, and just a friend of mine. I thank you, my friend, so much for your support, your loyalty. You are awesome. And here's to a Legion of 10 divisions strong by the year's end. May it be so. Make it so. Engage, Mr. Persia. Let's see what happens. Hail, Chris Persia. Basil, the Pumpin' Seagull, with a $2 Canadian super chat, who says, friends, sorry if I'm quiet, but busy with stuff. Since when are you quiet, Basil, the Pumpin' Seagull? Well, I hope that stuff worked out for you, Basil. I hope you're less busy now, and I hope you are going to have a lovely week. Sam Uray with a $5 super chat. Hail, Sam Uray, who says, no, not enough Fandom Menace paid to watch and review it unless you pirate it. So you're talking about watching Terminator 6, saying that enough of the Fandom Menace paid to watch and review the damn thing. I don't pirate stuff, so I guess maybe I shouldn't do it. I don't know. I might go ahead and pay at just a regular theater for another movie and then sneak in to see it. Maybe that's the ticket. Maybe that's what I should do. I'll think about it. Sam Uray, thank you, my friend, and I appreciate the input. I will think about it. Mexican Iron Man, hail with a $9.99 super chat. Hail, Mexican Iron Man, my legionnaire, my friend, my spy, and an all-around great guy. Who says, my lord, just like you vetoed my secret plan to rush Area 51 disguised as just another Mexican in the desert. This is a hard no. We care too much to watch you explode. After Terminator. Well, I appreciate your compassion, Mexican Iron Man. I've inoculated myself in that I've read a bunch of spoilers. I may just comment on what I know about it and not actually fully review it. But if I do review the damn thing, I won't at least pay for it. I'll figure out a way to pay for another movie or something and sneak in. Thank you very much, Mexican Iron Man. Van the Glass Blower with a $1.99 super chat. Hail to Van the Glass Blower, as smoking joints helps me. Well, good. Well, you're blowing glass and you're puffing joints, so you're kind of blowing and puffing. And if it makes you happy, brother, keep on keeping on. Hail to Van the Glass Blower. And again, I just want to say to Mexican Iron Man, thank you for your compassion, sir. It is duly noted and deeply appreciated. Thank you, Legionnaire Mexican Iron Man. Psycho Dwarf 9 with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Psycho Dwarf 9, who says, do you need one of my Tibetan bowls? Actually, I've got one. Believe it or not, Psycho Dwarf 9, I've got a Tibetan bowl, although I don't know if it's actually from Tibet, but it's in the style. You know, you rub your... I want to say you rub your stick on it, but that sounds rather bad. A special, kind of, what do you call it? Oh, fuck it. It's a stick. And you rub it on the outside of the bowl and it makes the harmonic resonance. But I don't know if it's actually from Tibet. So if you have an actual Tibetan one, that might be kind of cool. But I think I'm okay, Psycho Dwarf 9. Hail to my legionnaire and my friend and a hell of a painter, Psycho Dwarf 9. Ride the Lightning with a $5 super chat. Hail, Ride the Lightning, who says, bestest ever. Hail, Ride the Lightning. And thank you, sir, for being one of the bestest ever, or ma'am. The case might be sir or madam. Thank you for that super chat, and thank you for riding that lightning. Somebody's got to do it, damn it. Guide it away from all of us. Sky Trooper 501st with a $5 super chat. Hail, Sky Trooper, says, Ahsoka Tano would kick Rey's ass. LOL. Oh, Ahsoka Tano, it's hard for me to pronounce, would absolutely destroy Rey. That's why they'll probably keep her far away from that little nothing. Thank you so much, Sky Trooper 501st, for that astute tactical observation. You are quite right. Irish King with a $25 Canadian super chat. Hail to the Irish King, who says, hail, Lord, it has been a crazy ride since 13,000 subs. For me, you have been a much needed friend in some rough times. For fear not what may come, as you have many friends who will always stand with you. Hail. Thank you so much, Irish King. I am so glad that I can be there for you as an ally, as a friend, as you deal with certain things in your life. I always love hearing that. It fills me with a sense of purpose and value beyond even just commenting on pop culture and trying to save pop culture. I consider you guys my friends and my family, and it matters to me that I help you guys in the real world. It really does. So thank you for letting me know, Irish King, and thank you for being with me since 13,000 subs. That has been a long time, brother. Been a long time. Caesar Villalobos with a $4.99 super chat. Hail, Cesar, who says, will the laws of the universe allow Rise of Soy Walker to be at all somewhat sort of maybe okay? No, it won't. It will not, my friend, because you see, they have corrupted our beloved entertainment. They've already ruined, they've subverted it. They have just destroyed it. So unless it completely retconned The Last Jedi out of existence, there can be no peace. There can be no rapprochement. There can be no atonement, Cesar Villalobos, until they amend their ways, until they declare that thing either fixed or non-canon. Unless they confess it was a mistake and help us to move on with an apology, there can be no salvation, none whatsoever. Thank you, Cesar Villalobos. Entertainment Hacker with a 250 yen super chat. Thank you, my friend, very much. He says, hail, Doomcock, grats on 70K. Hail to the Entertainment Hacker, folks. Another channel you should check out and subscribe to, the Entertainment Hacker. Great guy, good member of the Fandom Menace, does some great videos. Please check him out. Michael Ciabarassi with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Michael Ciabarassi, who says, the soy is not strong with you. Good. I try to avoid soy now whenever possible. Absolutely true, Michael Ciabarassi. It's probably good that I gave up my love of sushi. After the Fukushima accident, I was not comfortable eating that seafood anymore. Radiation. I'm really, really worried about radiation spilling out of the Fukushima plant. So until somebody can convince me that seafood is still safe from that side of the world, I just am really uncomfortable with it. Thank you, Michael Ciabarassi. Brother Malachi with a $5 super chat. Hail to the Brother Malachi, who says, despite YouTube's purging of bot and non-active accounts, you still reach 70,000. Doubt they will have the dignity to give you a button, though. Grats. Yeah, I doubt I will get my button, which is kind of a drag. I have to get it before the end of the year, or they're discontinuing that. So, yeah, if I don't hit 100,000 by New Year's Eve, probably not gonna get it, which makes me sad. But maybe one of you can mock one up for me or something and send it to me in its stead. I would appreciate that very much, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Jaybird Third with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Jaybird Third, who says, I wish YouTube treated creators better. The algorithm imposes so many rules that you end up working for YouTube instead of making what you want, and I'm sure they play games with the subs. Glad you're doing so well anyway. Feel better. Thank you, Jaybird Third. My voice is weak. My voice is very weak. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's kind of a strain to be doing this, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting any longer than I have. And you're right. I mean, it really sucks that you basically have to think like the algorithm thinks and try to placate it. Try to play its game by its rules, or your channel will just be engulfed with indifference. It will not be shared and so on. So, yeah, what can you do? I'm thinking, when I get up there in size, and I'm no longer really that concerned about how much I grow or don't grow, I may start taking more chances. But for now, I just want to go ahead and hit 100,000 and see what happens. But thank you, Jaybird Third. I agree with you entirely. I just wish that algorithm were not so rigid and would accommodate different styles of YouTubing. I think they really all have something worthwhile to contribute. I just don't know why it has to be this way. John Hamster with a $10 super chat. Hail, John Hamster, who says, all the world will be your enemy, prince of 1,000 enemies. If they catch you, they will kill you. But first, they must catch you, runner, strider. I can't remember the rest. I can't remember the rest either, John Hamster, but that is well said, and I appreciate it very, very much, John. Hail to thee. Thank you for that $10 super chat. Thank you for that inspiring reminder to keep running, keep striding, keep striving to improve, to be better than you are. That's what I keep doing every single day. I keep trying to bring you guys more, do better for you, bring you what you want. And I hope that I will continue to succeed in that in my 3rd year on YouTube. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Dooncock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry, and thank you for the Super Chats. Please tune in to Friday Night Frolics this coming Friday. It is going to be a blast. Returning to its normal time in its normal day, Friday Night Frolics on Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central. I hope to see you all there. Good luck, good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow.